Hello, hi, I'm Dave from Sensory App House, and we're going to have a closer look at one of our apps called Sensory PiCom. PiCom, P-I-C-O-M, Picture Communicator, is an AAC app that we released a couple of years ago. It's free and it's available in Windows, Android and iOS for iPad and iPhone, but today I'm going to look closely at the iPad version and how to save communication boards after you've made an edit or created a new communication board. And if I open up the settings tab, we've got three tabs. We've got the general settings tab where we have a number of templates, what are called the PiCom templates, and these are open board format templates from created over the years by different speech and language professionals around the world. They're all generally English based, but could be localized, but I can load a different template to start editing from or to use, or I could create a blank template, open a blank template if I wanted to. So go back to Project Core, I think. Our second tab is how we import communicator boards or share communicator boards, which is the area that I'm going to focus on today. We could also create new boards here and change the sizes of existing boards. Third tab is to do with the button editor. So how do we move around and change something? So imagine I'm on this board, but I'm not particularly happy with the help image here perhaps. So we could actually load from the photo library or from a file in our files, but what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to search the global symbols link that we have if you're online, and we've got this access to the free global symbols for the word help. So I'm going to use that one instead because I feel that's maybe slightly more appropriate. We could also do things, of course, like change the text that's spoken when we use the text-to-speech voice. And so I've made a change there. After I've made my changes, it's going to be then normal that we have to save that board and give it a specific name, and we're going to save it in the files system of the iPad. Why we use the share button is that we can also share these any board that we created to other devices and friends in the normal way. But I'm going to save this one to my files. I'm going to call it Project Core Mod 1. I'm going to save that. So that's going to stay in place, and we could carry on and do further editing, obviously, if we wanted to. Now I'm just going to go and create a blank template. I'm going to load up the blank template. And whilst I'm at it, I'll change the number of, perhaps I'll change the number of the size of the board, set the board size. There we go. So let's change it to a 3x3 board. I'm going to use my editor to start to fill this out. So I'm going to load an image. I'm going to go to my files because I've saved a photo that I would like to put in, which is a photo of the dog. And I'm going to change this to dog. And I'm going to actually, when it's pressed,
Holly.
say Holly. Right, so what I need to do next is I've filled out my new template. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to share my communicator. I could send it to a different device to check it on there, or for somebody else to check it. But again, what I'm going to do is save it locally. Well, I'm actually going to save it on my iCloud drive, of course. It could be on my iPad, but I'll go onto the iCloud drive. I'm going to call this Holly board. Save that. Okay, so now I want to go back and do some editing on the other board that I started earlier in this. So I'm going to have to go and open a board, either from, well, actually, we have to do it from the files. And you can see here is Project Core Modified that I saved earlier in the OBZ open board format. And there we have, in the top right, we've got the help icon with the new image. And just to show you how it works, if I now want to just load the Project Core template again, it takes me back to the beginning. So that's a fresh template, but I've still saved my modified one on my device. Those files, those OBZ files, could be opened in PiCom on Windows or on PiCom on Android, so you're not limited. You don't always have to be the same operating system. And furthermore, they can be opened in other picture communicators and AAC devices that support open board format. So PiCom is free. Thanks for the support, and always look forward to any feedback you've got. And that's all for now. Goodbye.